Love is not something that should be scattered everywhere, without thought, because the heart is not an unlimited container, and wisdom begins when you understand exactly where love belongs and where it does not, knowing where to love, and where not to love is not cruelty. It is maturity. It is the understanding that love is meant to build, not destroy, to heal, not exhaust, to strengthen, not slowly erase you. Love should be given where there is genuine respect, where your presence is welcome, not merely endured, where your voice is heard without fear and your silence is understood without punishment. Love belongs where effort is mutual, intentions are clear, and consistency is natural, not forced. Love deserves spaces where honesty exists, even when it is uncomfortable, where truth is valued more than convenience, and where loyalty is shown through actions day after day, not through emotional words spoken in moments of need. Love should grow where your vulnerability is protected, like a trust not exploited, like a weakness where your emotions are handled with care and your boundaries are accepted without debate, guilt, or manipulation. Love belongs in places that encourage growth, where you are allowed to evolve, dream, change, and expand without being made to feel guilty for becoming more. But love must never be placed where there is repeated disrespect, emotional neglect, manipulation, gaslighting, control, humiliation, or betrayal, because love given to the wrong place slowly turns into pain, and pain repeated long enough becomes familiar, and familiarity can dangerously feel like comfort. Loving the wrong people for too long can condition the heart to accept crumbs instead of commitment, chaos instead of calm, instability instead of safety, and excuses instead of accountability, until you begin to doubt your worth, your intuition, and your right to peace. True love never asks you to abandon your values, silence your inner voice, shrink your identity, or tolerate mistreatment just to keep a connection. Alive love never demands self-betrayal. In the name of loyalty and love, never survives where effort flows in one direction. Forgiveness is taken for granted, boundaries are mocked, and responsibility is avoided. There is a powerful difference between patience and self-destruction, between commitment and emotional imprisonment. Yet many remain stuck because they confuse endurance with love, believing that suffering is proof of sincerity, when in reality, suffering is often a sign that love is misplaced. Love should move toward those who protect your dignity even when you are not present, defend your name without being asked, stand beside you in difficulty, and celebrate your progress without jealousy or insecurity. Love should exist where mistakes are addressed with maturity. Communication replaces mind games, accountability replaces excuses, and emotional safety is consistent, not conditional. Love should never be used to justify abuse, disrespect, or chronic pain. Nor should pain be romanticized as sacrifice, when it is actually slow self-abandonment, because real love calms the nervous system, brings clarity to the mind, and adds stability to life. Learning where not to love is one of the highest forms of self-respect and emotional intelligence, because every heart has limits, every soul carries value, and every person deserves peace. Pouring love into places that cannot receive, it leaves you empty, disconnected, and questioning your worth, when the truth is that the depth of your love was never the problem, only the direction of it. Sometimes the most courageous act of love is not holding on, but letting go. Not out of anger, bitterness, or revenge, but out of awareness, clarity, and self-honor, choosing peace over attachment, dignity over approval, growth over familiarity, and truth over illusion. Love wisely, love consciously, and remember this, the right place. For love will never demand your suffering as proof, will never require you to betray. Yourself will never confuse you about your worth and will never steal your inner peace, because what is meant for you will nurture your spirit, strengthen your heart, and help you become whole, not slowly break you apart.